For the chest, the pec fly is often an exercise that is used. This can be done lying down on a bench, whether using a decline and incline. Obviously, the incline will work more towards the upper portion of your pecs. The decline will get more towards the lower portion. Or we can see people doing cable sort of flies. Now, an important thing to recognize is any of those movements, your arm is abducted and externally rotated. And that means you've actually lost the anterior stabilizer of your shoulder, because your anterior deltoid, which sits here, as you abduct the arm and externally rotate it, it kind of falls backwards, which means when you drive your arm backwards, there's really very little protecting that humeral head from shearing forward, which could be a source of potential injury. So there's no reason on a pec fly to ever go past kind of the midpoint of your body. There's no reason to go back there. And I know it happens a lot of times. The other thing to consider is where a lot of people go back here, they get to a certain point where there's no more tissue extensibility. So what they actually do is they're just driving their chest forward. It gives the perception that they're getting more movement, but that's just thoracic extension. That is not lengthening the pec muscle any further, all right, than if you just stop here. Now, let's demonstrate that here. So if we're in this position, and we're doing kind of our pec movement as we come down, all right, there's no reason to drop all the way down here, right? So movement could just be simply coming down to this position right here and coming up, all right? Nice controlled motion to about here, coming up. Likewise, the elbow should not be locked straight. Keep a soft, slight bend in the elbows. That way you take the stress out of the elbows as well. So there you have your pec fly exercise.